like a gun-toting Smurf on steroids. He definitely has a case of the blues. You would too if you lived in a chemical wasteland and a ruthless traitor killed your comrades. Get you some revenge, Rogue Trooper.
2006. Eidos enjoys a bang-up year with Tomb Raider Legend. But another game in their arsenal wages a full-scale surprise assault on the competition. This sci-fi warrior is from a time long ago, the 1980s. September 1981. The Cold War surges under America's new president as one of the UK's most successful comic makers, 2000 AD, introduces Rogue Trooper, a solid blue soldier genetically engineered to be immune to all forms of chemical and biological attacks. He roams the post-nuclear Holocaust planet New Earth, hell-bent on revenge against the traitor general. 1986. The Chernobyl nuclear plant explodes, and the controversial made-for-TV movie The Day After makes prime-time history. That same year, Rogue Trooper goes 8-bit on the C-64. 1990. Rogue doubles his bits and blasts his way onto Atari ST and Commodore Amiga. But it will be the new millennium before the story of the 2D comic explodes to life in 3D form. 2000. Game developer Rebellion acquires 2000 AD's entire comic portfolio. Primary objective? As authentically as possible, develop its stable of characters like Judge Dredd and Rogue Trooper into other mediums.
One of the joys was actually bringing that comic book to life. The original team were all firm fans, so we wanted to do it justice. Some of the difficulties with Rogue Trooper was it had been running for 25 years at the time in the comic book, so we almost had too many features for the game and too big a palette to play with.
Rogue enters basic training, while Mike Burnham recruits a top-notch writer.
We got the writer Gordon Rennie involved in the project fairly early on. Gordon's been writing Rogue Trooper for the last 6 or so years for 2000 AD, so getting him involved was great. He had the knowledge of how the biochip buddies interacted with each other, and that dialogue between them was key to it.
Rebellion employs a story device from the original comic that saves Rogue from solitary existence as a lone trooper who oddly talks to himself in the battlefield. After his comrades Gunner, Helm, and Bagman are slain in the Quartz Zone massacre, Rogue inserts their digitized biochip souls into his equipment, thus accessing his buddies' battle skills and tactical advice, creating the game world's ultimate 4-in-1 soldier.
Now we're a team again.
They've all got great personalities, and all very different. Whereas Helm's always looking ahead and trying to give you insight into what's coming up.
Grenade incoming.
Gunner always wants to just rush in.
Rack 'em and stack 'em.
My favourite is Bagman, who sort of wants to hang back a bit and lay down the heavy ordnance.
Micromines ready.
And that's my style of gameplay.
That's it, Rogue.
2006. Rogue Trooper is released in Europe on PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC. Later that same year, as the Iraq War continues to boil, and North Korea and Iran's increasing nuclear efforts raise concerns of a World War III, recruits from the US sign up for service on New Earth. Solid Blue looks better than ever. The game is a critical success, and twice nominated for a BAFTA, the Brits' version of Oscar.
Getting the game out into the UK, the US, and around the world was a joy. Strong feedback from UK fans was great to see, but some of the most fervent fans have actually been out of the US. They love the title, they love the character, and they love the world they've been introduced to. The fact that Rogue's been going for nigh on 30 years now proves its heritage. The replay value in this game is really down to the blood, sweat and tears that the team put into it.